Welcome to Bella Bin's Chinese food kitchen. In today's kitchen, I'm going to share with you a recipe of pork and shrimp wonton soup. The material of making this wonton soup is shown on this photo. They are shrimp, ground lean pork, and bok choy, all-purpose white flour, green onion, ginger, coriander, oil, soya sauce, ground white pepper, ground Sichuan pepper, salt, and OXO chicken sachet, and optional is sesame oil. That is 1 1/3 cups of flour and half cups of cold water. Now, let's make a dough ball. First, move the flour to the side of a container. Then drop a few drops water into the side onto the white flour, and then stir the flour and the water, mix them, and make a small dough ball. The principle is we cannot drop a big amount of water onto the flour, because when you drop a big amount of water onto the flour, then finally it forms a big dough ball. Then inside the big dough ball, there's a lot of water. After that, when you make a dough, will be very, very soft dough. That one we don't want, because the wonton wrapper is little harder than dumpling wrapper. That's why we make a little small dough ball, not a big dough ball. Just step by step, and make more and more small dough ball. After that, form a big dough. That's the principle. Okay, so we continue drop a little small amount of water onto the dry flours, and then mix the dry flours with the water, and then make them a little small dough ball. Okay, now only a little bit dry flours left. Okay, we continue doing this. Okay, to find if there are still some dry flours left. Okay, no dried flour left. Only about 10 milliliters cold water left. Now it's time we make a big dough. Okay, we use the hand to knead all small dough ball. Knead, and make a big dough. Now we put a plastic wrapper to seal the container, and then set aside for at least 2 hours. The 3 hours is better. Now we wash the bok choy, green onions, gingers, and then cut them into small pieces. Cut coriander. Put in the plate. Now we blanch the bok choy in the boiling water about 20 seconds. Then take them out. Put them in the cold water. Now we slice the shrimps. Slice first. After that, we chop them. We chop, and make them a small, tiny pieces. Okay, then set aside. Now we put lean ground pork into a big bowl, and then add in 1/4 cup of cold water, and then stir. Let the meat combine with the cold water. make more stir. Okay. Then add in the shrimp and stir, mix them. The reason we put cold water is let the meat absorb some water, then it will be more softer. Then give you better taste. Okay, now add in 1/8 teaspoon ground Sichuan pepper, 1/8 teaspoon of ground white pepper, and ginger, and that's 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and half tablespoon of soya sauce, another half tablespoon of soya sauce. Okay, now we stir the mixture. Let everything mixed well. We push the meat to one end, then use the other end to put green onions. Drop in 1 tablespoon of oil onto the green onion. Then stir green onion and oil, mix them. Then finally mix everything well. Set aside for 1 hour. We use a big dumpling panel, put some dry flours, and then take out the dough we made before. We knead the dough. The more time we spending on kneading the dough, the more better result we make the wonton. Okay, now it's okay. We cut this dough into 2 pieces. We put 1 piece back to the container and seal it. Then we process the other one. Make a round cake shape. Okay. Now we use the rolling pin, rolling on the cake dough, and roll on it, make it bigger. On the rolling processes, don't forget, put dry flours on both bottom and top of the flat sheet. That way, the sheet won't stick on the panel or stick on the rolling pin. Now, the flat sheet become a bigger one. It's about 15.5 by 17 inches. Then we step the big flat sheet into 5 pieces of strips. Then we put the strip one on the top of another. Then form one stack of the strips. Then we cut the stack of strips into 7 stacks of trapezoid sheets. Now we got wonton wrappers. Put a wonton wrapper on the panel and put about 1 teaspoon of meat in the narrow side of the wrapper. And then do a little bit stretch and hold one narrow side, roll to the other end. Then bend the body of wonton. Make 2 angles connected together, then 1 wonton formed. Another example. Put a wrapper on the panel. Put about 1 teaspoon of meat in the narrow side of the wrapper. And then did a little stretch of the wrapper. Hold this narrow side, roll it to the other end. Then bend the body of wonton and connect and press 2 angles together. when wonton formed. You see, the wonton is not required to be sealed as good as dumpling because wonton is put in the soup, and if it's not totally sealed, it is leaking to the soup. It is okay. I finished all. That's all the wontons I made. They're good for 3 or 4 people. Now we heat 1 3/4 liters of cold water in a cooking pot. When the water is boiling, drop in wontons. Drop in one by one, and then in the same time use a big spoon. Stir the water. Make the water sprinting. Then the wontons won't be staked on the bottom. The heat for boiling is a medium heat. It's okay. Then you stir gently. Make sure the wontons won't be broken or stayed on the bottom. Boiling for 3 minutes. I found this Dutch oven is not good for boiling wontons. Next time I use another pot. Then add in 1 tablespoon of soya sauce. And then 2 OXO chicken sachet. Stir a little bit. Make wontons spinning, and then add in bok choy. Stir. Boiling another 1 minute. Now our wonton soup is well cooked. It's ready to eat. We transfer some to the bigger bowl. Wow, you see, they're looking really nice. Okay, that's a big bowl. This one is for my husband. And I get another bowl. And there are still 2 bowls left in the pot. Okay, put some coriander on the top. And put some chili oil because I like spicy. If you don't like spicy, you can put some sesame oil instead. Okay, now we're ready to eat. Delicious, looks like. Let me try first. Wow, you see the fillings, the meat inside, and the wrapper. Oh, it's really nice. Delicious food. To see if my husband like it. Wow, he has a big mouth. Okay, how do you like my recipe? If you like my recipe, you may subscribe my channel. It is free for subscription. Also, you can give me some comments about next one. What would you like for next recipe? Thank you very much. Have a nice day.